Hello, hello, beautiful friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Just quickly, I want to remind you of the power that lives within you. Do you all remember The Matrix? I'm sure that you do. A lot of us are Matrix junkies. It was a fabulous, amazing movie, moves that we had never seen before ever. And we were like, wow. Remember the part when the killers looked at Keanu and said, he's only human? And then Keanu was like, no. Remember that part? If you don't remember that part, go to YouTube and type in You're Only Human, The Matrix, and it'll bring up this little like 6-minute clip and it will remind you of that part. I'm telling you that because I want you to remember that the people that are saying things about you, or the people that you're worried about judging you and all of these things, are only human. They're human beings. They're another human being. He or she is another human being like yourself. So if you're walking on eggshells, pins and needles because you're worried about what she's going to say about you, or what she's going to think about you, what he's going to say or think, or what they are going to say or think about you, I need you to put on your Matrix stance, right? Be like Keanu and say, no, you're only human, right? Although the killer said that to Keanu, at that moment, Keanu found his strength. He believed in himself. He believed that although they were looking at him as only human, because they thought they were more powerful than he was, because all throughout the movie, if you have not watched it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I got to say this. All throughout the movie, Keanu was running from them and he was ducking and dodging their bullets and trying to, stay up with their moves because they could move so fast, right? And then they could just inhabit the bodies of people because it was like this wicked, weird, wild, and awesome computer programming where people can inhabit other people's bodies because they were all plugged into this computer programming, just wild, wicked mind stuff. Anyway, back to reality. Keanu at that moment found his strength. He believed in the power that was living within him. Although Morpheus, his guide, was trying to tell him just how powerful he was because he believed in him just that much, all throughout the movie, Keanu was not sure. He wasn't sure about that because he wasn't sure in himself, right? He was this meager little office, he felt that he was this meager little office person. He doesn't do much. He get up, go to work, go to the club, do this computer programming stuff. He's all good. He's cool. His life is okay. So he really didn't understand up here or feel it in here how this little office person, as he saw himself, not the way I'm seeing him, but as he saw himself, how could he be this powerful, powerful being that everybody is waiting on? The people of Zion everywhere, they're waiting on this all-powerful being. And he's like, how in the world can that be me? During that moment, when the killers looked at him and said, he's only human, Keanu looked at them and said, no. He put his hand up because he believed in his ability. He believed in who he was called to be at that moment and throughout. But it took him believing it. He no longer cared about what the killers thought about him. He no longer cared if the killer saw him as weak, as only a human being, if they described him as someone being, a person that can't do this, can't do that. He did not care. He chose to believe in himself. He didn't let his human qualities limit his abilities to supersede the idea that the killers had placed upon him. They were like, oh, he's only human. We're so much better and faster. They were very arrogant. We're better, we're faster, we can move, we can do this, we can warp throughout time and people's bodies. How on earth can he defeat us? Because he's only human. At that moment, my boy Keanu, because I am a Keanu Reeves fan, did not care about what they thought about him. He cared most about what he thought about himself. When he believed in who he was, nobody can stop him. That's the mentality that we have got to have. It's been way too long that a lot of you have had a different mentality. Too worried about what the world thinks of you, too worried about what he or she or they think of you. We have to get in the mindset of they're only human beings. Not saying, now let me put a warning or, some type of something. I'm not saying to go out and be reckless, to become a villain, to do anything that is not good. That's not what I'm saying. Let me make that clear. I don't want you to go out and become a tyrant. No. I'm asking you to see that you're a human being here, and the people or the person that you're so worried about pleasing or misjudging you or saying this or saying that about you is also a human being created by the same creator that created us all. What makes them better or greater than you? And the only reason why you're worried about what he, she, or they think about you is because you don't think high enough of yourself. That's the real truth. A lot of the times we don't like to hear that truth, but it's real truth. If we're sitting around, walking on eggshells, pins and needles, worried about what other people think about us, it's because we don't think highly enough of ourselves. If we did, we wouldn't care. Could care less. You're only human. And like I said, that's not saying to be reckless. That's not saying to mistreat other people. I'm speaking about it in a good sense of you finally believing in 2022 and beyond in the gift that lives within you. Because we are all created on purpose, with purpose within us, inside of us, for a specific purpose. I often say that. I wrote that in my first book, The Good Poet, because I truly believe that if you or myself or anybody else was not created with a specific purpose, we would not be here. So you're created. You were created on purpose, with purpose inside of you for a specific person. Not person, a specific purpose. And if we want to say a specific person, I would say yourself, right? To do the good that you know you need to be doing in the world. To be the best version of yourself. So when those moments arise and you're sitting and you're worried about this person judging you or that person saying this or this person not liking you or what do they think about me? Tell yourself, they're only human. I'm Katie Gates, and I hope that this has helped you in some way. If you know somebody that this video can help, share the video, share a link to the video. Don't forget to like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and just go through the rest of my videos. If you like this video, I can guarantee you're going to love all of the other videos. So I'm Katie Gates, and thank you so much for joining me. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm so thankful that you're here. Bye.